Hi there, I'm Vern Bradley, and today is Friday, December 14th, 2012. It's a date that many people will never, ever forget. And I'm sure you know why. It's all over the news. So this morning, our country experienced an horrific, heinous, inexplicable tragedy. Innocent children and adults gunned down, slaughtered by a 20-year-old man. Naturally, we have lots of questions. We're looking for answers, and as the hours and the days and the weeks and the months go by, perhaps we'll find some of the answers, or at least we might be able to make some sense out of what happened to this young man and how did all this come about. The only thing that's going to keep another one of these tragedies from occurring is you and I taking a good hard look at the culture of violence that you and I create, that you and I participate in, and that you and I live in. You and I, and the population in general, we still very strongly believe that prowess, that violence, that vengeance, that being more powerful than the next guy is the way to resolve conflict, and we teach that to our children. So the one thing that you and I can do, that I can do, that's pretty simple. We don't have to find all the answers to what happened today in Connecticut. But what you and I can do right now is that we can begin looking at and honestly acknowledge and take responsibility for and to become more accountable for the violence that we perpetrate in our own lives, in our own families, at our own job sites, in our own community, in our own neighborhood. And I know when we get into this topic, many of you want to jump to the issue of video games and movies and other media that we expose our children to that is just filled with violence. And you know, we really don't even need to go there, because it takes the focus off of us and our behavior. There's plenty that you and I do every day that borders on violent or is violent, and we act all that out in front of our families and our kids, and we're basically teaching our children that violence is a way to resolve conflict. So let's address what happened today in the most simplest of ways. Let's begin with some self-assessment, taking a look at identifying those areas in our life where we bring violence to our life, to our family's life, to our family's experience. And let's make a decision today to begin eliminating those violent behaviors. And let's be really honest about it, because, you know, it's very easy to minimize. We can say, oh, I wasn't really being violent, but to the people who are experiencing us, it is violence. And you can say all you want that kind of violence doesn't go on in your family. The reality is, it goes on in the best of families, and we need to stop denying it, and we need to begin fixing it. Over the next couple days, I'm going to be writing some blogs on my hub pages, as well as hangingwiththenews.com. And so check it out. I'm going to discuss further what we've been talking about here on YouTube. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for listening. And our hearts, I'm sure all of our hearts, go out to those families in Connecticut. I can't imagine what it would be like to be in their shoes tonight and to have lost the children and the family that they've lost.